Hey there, good morning, good morning, good morning. Getting a little cup of coffee here to wake up. I require coffee. I need coffee 2 or 3 times a day, in fact. Oh, let me show you something real quick. I cured and smoked a pork belly, turned it into bacon. All right, let me flip this and let me walk over here real quick and check her out. This is cured with what we call prog powder, right? And there's a procedure, you know, to be able to cure and then you need to let it. We're going to go outside here a little bit, guys. We're going to go outside a little bit here. There's a procedure. You need to cure the pork, and then you need to. Good. I got myself in some trouble here. Let me open up this door here. Okay, there we go. Outside. Sorry, guys. I know videos all over the place. Here, put this down. Like this. Close the door. Yeah, so, I'm sorry about that. But anyway, so a pork belly, you can get that from HEB or your local meat monger. You will need some curing salt. They call it prog powder. Your favorite rub, right? Your favorite rub. Use some pepper, some salt. And you combine those ingredients, and there's a process where you need to store it in the fridge for a good 7 days, flipping it every day, right, for 7 days, and then you smoke it, and you smoke it at low heat, low smoke. Right, I like smoking between 250, 275, and I like getting an internal temperature of about 155 degrees, right? Then you pull it and it's ready to slice up, and it's ready to, on the pan, it's ready for, and once you put it on the pan, it's good to go, But since we're outside, let me show you something. I'm going to flip the camera on you guys. I decided that today was going to be the day that we do a little haul here. All right, and I got me a little setup here. Sorry about this. Forgive, so I'm listening to a little music here, right? But this is what I picked this morning for my garden right here. I got some tomatoes, some cucumbers, some jalapenos, and let me show you real quick here. My grapes are ready. Look at that. You see that? I got lots of grapes, man. So I'm taking advantage of the fact that I'm doing this in the shade. Right, let me come over here show you guys how beautiful these babies are. And these are good for they're table grapes, right? You can eat them off the vine, or in my case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this, right? I'm going to make wine, right? I've got a recipe to make wine. It's a good thing I've got a lot of grapes. I'll be able to experiment a little bit, but. This is kind of what I'm working on. And somebody sent me a message a weeks ago about the cucumbers, right? And how I raise those. I changed up the way I raise cucumbers, because cucumber grows in a vine, a lot like one of those spreadable vines, like a cantaloupe, a watermelon. It spreads out on the ground, right? It just spreads out. I decided that I was gonna grow the vine and grow it up. Right, grow it up vertically, right? So I went down to my local hardware store, my local Lowe's, and I bought these trellises, right? I bought these trellises, and these trellises go down. So I decided to have the vines grow up. And what I do is, when I check for fruit, I simply just do this, come around like this, and I look behind, and I look for fruit, right? I've got a couple down there that are. If you zoom in, they're going to get big. There's one right there at my foot, which kind of defeats the purpose. But this is what I decided to do this year, right? In raising cucumbers, because I wanted the vines off the ground, and I wanted the fruit off the ground as much as possible. See, there's a nice one right there. You see that? So when you do that, it keeps bugs and critters and whatnot off of your fruit, right? And it allows you to grow. Your fruit and results like this right here. See this? It's a beautiful sized cucumber, a little bit smaller. I pick them all sizes. Once they're of uniform size, they're good. They're good to pick. They're great in salads. They're great. I slice them up I'll be honest, with some hot sauce, and I just like a snack, you know. So that's what's going on today, you know. And hope you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Talk soon.